Every person who's successful in business always has positive things to say about selling, sales, and the process of doing so. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 major reasons why millionaires and business owners alike love the idea of learning everything you can about how to sell a product. Number 1, you learn how money is actually made. So in the world of business, we all have our dreams, we all have our goals, we have something that all of us want to achieve. But when it comes down to thinking big or thinking of our dream, it becomes very, very hard for us to believe that it's possible. Why would it be me? Why would someone buy my product? My product's not as good as X, Y, and Z. There's no reason or point of trying. But when you learn how to actually sell and you learn the skill set of sales, you realize that your product doesn't have to be the best in the market. You just have to sell it better than your competitor. So if you learn the process of sales, you realize that you could actually move your product in its beginning stages while realizing that A, you may not be the best product in the world, but you could sell it as that way. Sure, maybe XYZ products is better than yours, but your product will be a lot more hands-on because you will be one of my first customers. You will be one of my first people that I actually work with. So this is something that is really vital for me because I want customer feedback. I want to make my product better. And if you work with me first versus working with X, Y, and Z, then you'll actually have a chance to help me out with my journey. And trust me when I say this, most people want to help out a starting, budding business owner. They'd rather help you versus the titans like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. So it's always good to learn sales. And this is why millionaires love sales, because it is the backbone to the beginning of what they've created. Number 2, thick skin. So a big reason why millionaires and billionaires alike love sales is because it taught them in the beginning on how to have thick skin, especially in really cold markets and really bad times and really tough times when it came to growing their businesses. Sales gave them the foundation and understanding that you're going to get rejected. Things aren't going to go the way that you want them to go. Business is tough and difficult and it's full of rejection. There are going to be people who say your product sucks. There are going to be people who say your product is not as good as X, Y, and Z's product. You are going to get constant feedback on why your business sucks, and it gives you thick skin because in sales, you get the exact same thing. In sales, you get rejected through cold calls. In sales, you don't have deals go through. In sales, you might win sometimes, but a lot of the times you'll lose on these calls. You'll get rejected. You'll get made fun of. You'll have people troll you while you're on your cold call with them because they don't like you because you're a salesperson. You learn a lot about rejection. You learn a lot about having thick skin. And that is why millionaires love sales, because it teaches them how to have thick skin before they get into the game of business on a deeper level so they don't mess up as much when they're at the top. Number 3 on the list is negotiation. So negotiation is a major part when you're going to be in business. This might not be a big deal in the beginning of your business journey, but as you get deeper into business, you're going to be negotiating with people. People are going to sell you hard. People are going to want to change the contracts that you make with them, which gets really difficult if you've never really been in sales and you've never negotiated before. It leaves you open for lost money. It leaves you open for lost time because you signed a contract that wasn't fair for you. It makes you lose a lot when it comes down to making contractual obligations and business deals with your clients. But if you learn sales in the beginning, specifically car sales, you actually learn how to negotiate while selling. So when you're actually put into these situations in the future and say you have giant multi-million-dollar deals, you're able to take as much money from the deal as possible while not giving too much of it away. It's a fair deal because you learned how to negotiate in the beginning. This is a big reason why millionaires love sales, because it really, really helps them in the beginning foundations on how to negotiate. So when they get into those big market deals, they're able to defend themselves and they're able to take as much profits as they possibly can, making them more money and making you less stressed. Number 4 is customer service. So while doing millions and millions of dollars in your businesses, it's really, really important to have a good customer service process. Sometimes business owners have such a good product and they start putting into the market and the product does really good, but there's just not enough information. Maybe it's a complicating tech problem. Maybe it's all sorts of things like this. In sales, you actually learn the process of how to break down the product. You actually learn the process of what you're selling. And it's really, really important that if you get clients to call you back, instead of them canceling, you actually learn in sales on how to have a more customer service approach to keep them into their product, to make sure that they have all their questions asked. And you also are able to make sure that you keep the client retention. While in sales, you learn a more advanced variation of customer service. Of course, you could always just get a customer service job and you'll learn it there too. However, if you start with sales, you not only get all the benefits that I listed before, but you also learn the deeper levels of customer service, how to take care of clients so you don't lose money in the long end. This is a really, really big vital reason why millionaires love sales, because it teaches you customer service and it teaches you all the business foundations of how to talk to your clients and make sure that they not only keep buying, but they're happy with the product that they bought. So now we're at the last point why millionaires love sales, which is number 5, honest feedback. A big thing when a business owner is just starting out and they're scaling the business, a lot of them just want honest feedback on why their product is either good, bad, what to keep, what not to keep, so on and so forth, so they can improve their product and make it better than their competitors, or make it a better deal than their competitors at least. So in sales, a main thing that you learn on the phone call, especially when money is involved, which every business deal, money is involved, that's how business works, or at least profit works for that matter. But when you're on these calls and you're talking money and you're trying to sell the product, that's when the honest feedback will come out. People could say, oh, we love the product so much online. Oh, this seems so cool. Wow, this is something that's really, really cool. But when you put the money in front of them and say, all right, it's your time to buy, well, this is a criticism or a thought that I had. Although the product is great, I really don't like that at XYZ. Oh, I really don't like X and Z. I don't like the way it looks. It's too expensive. It's not enough value for me. It doesn't have, you start to learn the feedback of what your customers are actually thinking when it comes to why they don't actually buy. Because it's always good to hear like really positive feedback about your product. But if they don't buy it and they just are watching some YouTube videos, or they just think that you're really exciting or this is a really cool product, until push comes to shove where the money is up front, it doesn't really matter. Business owners do not want to have their product really liked and then no one buys it. They want their product to be liked, of course, but they want people to pay for it. And when you do sales and you learn sales, you actually learn how to dig deeper and to get the honest feedback from your customers or from your clients on if they like the product or not. Especially, honestly, when they're your clients. If you learn sales, you could actually learn to dig deeper with your clients and find out why they don't repeat their business, why they don't want to work with you again. Sometimes they don't want to work with you again and they'll just brush it off and be like, I found a better product, or, oh, I don't need it. But if you actually get on the call with them and you have a deeper conversation, you find out that there's issues or holes in your product that you could fix, make the product better, and you can continually sell your clients and make sure that they repeat the business too. That is a really major part of why business owners and millionaires love sales, because they get to fix their product, get honest feedback, and in the process of doing so, they might get to keep the clients too. I really hope you enjoyed this video on the 5 reasons on why business owners and millionaires love sales. Really hope you got a lot of value from this video. And if you did, and you're really interested in learning how to either get into sales, want to learn how to sell better for your own product, or you're just genuinely curious on how you can improve your sales skill, please check out my community below, salesaccelerator.io, where I teach people on how to not only get better at setting and closing sales, but I also teach people on how to get into the industry correctly so you could actually become profitable and not lose money or time trying to work for programs or companies that won't actually pay you. Thank you again. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.